All right, so yesterday I ran my first Tough Mudder race. It was a 15K, so like 9 to 10 miles. I'm pretty sure they stretched it past 10 miles. But a 10-mile mud race with a bunch of obstacles. I've got some pretty good soreness in me today. Mainly, it's my traps. My traps are pretty sore. The abs and the calves. And now I've got some quad soreness starting to set in as well. Oh, that hurt the abs. Gosh. Then I'm gonna do some seated good mornings while I'm out here. Kind of warm up for the squats. So I will say, I know I've told you guys before that the last few weeks leading up to this race, I've been kind of struggling with early signs of plantar fasciitis or plantar fasciitis, mainly in my left foot here. And I do a lot of my running on old gravel roads, but to be fair, they're pretty packed down. So I'm almost, essentially running on concrete. It's been a little bit since they've spread gravel out there. So, it's just hard packed dirt and gravel dust at this point. And then obviously I run on the road some. And so the last few weeks I've been dealing with a little bit of foot pain, and I run in Vivo barefoots as well. So, that could have something to do with it. But I was a little nervous for that, about this race. But they held this race within a cow pasture, and so everything was trail running. We ran through a few creek beds and stuff. And I gotta say, my feet felt fantastic on yesterday's run. Here lately when I've been running, there's been, pretty well every step, a slight discomfort in the arch of my foot. Nothing unbearable, but pretty well it's been there, and I was just kind of waiting for the day that it got to be pretty serious. But there was none of that on yesterday's run. No pain or discomfort at all. I wasn't even concerned about my feet. So that's pretty nice. It urges me to look into trail running more. Maybe the only issue is that to get on some good trails, I've got to drive probably anywhere from 25 to 40 minutes from my house to go get on some good hiking and running trails. But you know, if that's the only way I can run pain-free, I may have to start looking into that. I don't know, just I felt very, very good on yesterday's run, and that was surprising given the concern that I've had for the last 3 weeks, you know, sort of leading up to this thing. And my feet feel good today too, like walking around, there's no real discomfort in the feet. The upper back and traps are feeling that. But I'm considering looking into some ultra trail races. Probably something like a 25K. Definitely, you know, the 15K beat me up pretty bad yesterday, but I'm tempted to, you know, look into some 25Ks. I'm not even sure that I could survive the 25K, but I would be willing to try it out, I think. But I mean, you know, I've been running 5 miles a week for the past month or so, 2 months maybe. And the farthest I've ran all year has been 6.5 miles. So I ran 10 miles yesterday, which was basically 2 weeks worth of mileage compiled into one day. And I plan on going right back to 5 miles per week again. As soon as this soreness kind of breaks away in the calves, I'm hoping to run tomorrow or Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, that's basically what I've got. Do all that's been on my mind today has been running some ultras. Probably start out with like maybe even a 20K if they have those. But I've looked into some 25Ks. I've already been looking for races that are pretty close to here that are on trails. because I just don't care to run, what would it be? I don't know, however many miles that is, I don't care to run that on pavement. I'm just not interested in it. But the trail running is something that I've never done before. And so yesterday was the first time that I've ran on any kind of trail. And that was pretty fun. Overall, the entire experience was just pretty fun. And I guess that's all I got. I do run an ultra or a 25K. It probably won't be until sometime next year, which is probably not considered an ultra. I think an ultra is anything over 26 miles. But yeah, so what I've got, I'm gonna finish this bench workout because I'm in kind of a hurry, and then hop into the squats and probably just do 135 for 10 again today. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and appreciate you watching. On the topic of the 25K trail races and stuff, like I said before, not even entirely sure that I could survive something like that. I imagine it'd beat me up pretty good. I think that's like 15 miles and 15, well, I think I've ran 15 miles once before. It messed me up pretty bad. But I'd be down to just kind of ball out and hit something like that. Like I said, with that 15K yesterday, that was 2 weeks worth of mileage just thrown into one day, with a bunch of obstacles and stuff. And so I just texted in the group chat, and I was like, hey, if y'all want to hit some trail races, I'd be down to do it. If I gotta die out there on the trail, that's all right. I don't know, something to think about. Pretty interested in the trail running now, honestly. And I'd like to look into the big endurance side of things. There's just something pretty impressive about the people that go out and run, 30, 40 miles a week. Just go out and hit 10-mile run at a time. Pretty impressive. But with that being said, we're gonna go inside, take a shower, and get ready for church tonight. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow.